You know, the title of this movie should have been Convenience the Movie. What up, y'all? It's the Black Critic Guy, and I'm here today to review the movie Getaway. Now, before I get to this review, I want to clarify something that I messed up in a previous update video. I said that I was going to do my live chat on August 30th. I just found out that August 30th is not the last day of the month. It's actually August 31st. That's when the live chat will be. My apologies again. I know I screwed the pooch on this one, but just remember, August 31st, that's when the live chat is going to be at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But now, let's get to this shitty review. So the plot of Getaway follows this one guy who used to be like this great racer, and then shit hit the fan, and now he moved to Bulgaria. His wife gets kidnapped, and he has to do a series of tasks for this one guy so that he can get his wife back, and the plot is convoluted as shit. You don't go into this movie expecting a plot. You go into this movie to see pretty explosions, a bunch of car wrecks, and some interesting driving sequences. I'm not gonna lie, the way that this movie started off, I thought to myself, wow, this is gonna be awesome. I mean, the way that they set up the first scene, I was just pulled in instantly, and then the first action scene happened, I said, wow, that was pretty cool. And then the movie kept going, and then the script spoke for itself. I mean, I didn't go into this film expecting a strong script, but I mean, they could have put a little more effort in the writing. This film is chock full of conveniences that are just baffling. It's like the screenwriter was sitting there writing down the script. He's like, how do I end this one scene? I mean, he's stuck in this, I'll just have a truck hit the random car. Okay, yeah, let's move on. But I think I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Let's talk about some of the good qualities of the film. First off, I thought Ethan Hawke was pretty good in the role. I mean, he wasn't anything like spectacular, like, oh man, this is an Oscar-winning performance right here. I mean, he did his role pretty well. He's the character that you follow, and I liked him for the most part. The villain of the movie was pretty interesting. I loved how they kept him very mysterious. They don't really show his full face until the end of the movie, but I swear to God, anybody who's a true film fan will know exactly who this person is by just listening to his voice and looking at his mouth. Because the minute that I saw him in the trailer, I knew exactly who that person was. And throughout the entire movie, I was just like, show me his face. I already know who he is. And by the time the movie ended and you see his face finally, I'm just like, yep. Called it. But just in case if you don't know who it is, I won't say who the actor is. And I'd be lying if I said I didn't find some of the action scenes kind of thrilling. I mean, the first 3 action scenes were pretty cool. I was just like, wow, that's awesome. And honestly, those were the only good things that I took out of this movie. But all of those good things can be negated by the following cons. First, starting with the action scenes. They were fun the first 3 times I saw them, but then I started to realize that the action scenes are just repetitive. I mean, this is literally the breakdown of this entire movie. A little dialogue scene, a huge ass action scene. A little dialogue scene, a huge ass action scene. A little dialogue scene, building some character, action scene. It just got repetitive to the point where I just really didn't care, and I got really bored. I mean, it was pretty cool to see a cop car get wrecked in the beginning of the film. I was just like, that's awesome. But when they kept playing off of that same spiel over again, it just lost its luster. It's kind of like watching a fireworks show. You ever watch a fireworks show, and when you see the first firework go off, you have this look of excitement like, oh, that was awesome, it's pretty. But then after 15 minutes or so of watching the same old fireworks going off, you're just like, it wasn't as special or exciting as the first one. But probably the biggest problem with this movie is the plot. It is so redundant and it makes no sense. And again, you don't go into this movie expecting like a great plot, but I was at least expecting an adequate or decent plot. This was a shitty plot. I mean, the conveniences in this movie are just mind-boggling. And I swear to God, there is this one scene in this movie that is without a doubt the stupidest scene I've seen all year. And I'm gonna explain it to you right now. So there comes a point where Ethan Hawke and Selena Gomez are surrounded by the cops. There's no way out. So Ethan Hawke's like, okay, I got an idea. He stops the car. He's like, where's the gun? He pulls the gun out, and basically he does this. Hey, don't move, don't move. I will fucking shoot her. I will pull the trigger right now. Everybody, back up, cops. I'm gonna shoot her. And literally, the cops back up. All of them. They have shotguns and like sniper rifles aimed at this guy, and nobody even thinks. He puts the gun outside the window, by the way. They could have easily have shot his hand clean off and shot the gun away and like take him. But no, the cops listen to him and they all slowly back away, get back in the car so that Ethan Hawke can back up and drive off. And here's the dumbest part of it all. They don't even follow him. They stay put and don't even follow him. That scene just ruined the entire movie for me. I was just like, out of the movie. In fact, even Ethan Hawke's character says to Selena Gomez, wow, I can't believe that worked. Even the character couldn't believe that that shit happened. And when your character can't believe that this unrealistic shit happened, you know you have a problem. Hell, even the villains, they can't even shoot properly. This guy is carrying a rocket launcher, shooting at Ethan Hawke's car, and he misses each and every one of those shots. How do you miss? Seriously, you have a fucking rocket launcher. How do you miss this? But I mean, that's just nitpicking. It really doesn't matter when compared to the god-awful story and the lackluster characters. I mean, the characters. I really didn't give a shit about any one of them minus Ethan Hawke. I kinda cared about him a little bit, but honestly, he was so invulnerable. He barely got hurt in this entire movie. And Selena Gomez's character I really felt was unnecessary. Had she been taken out of the movie, it wouldn't have changed the movie. She was just put in this movie for convenience and to pull in a younger crowd. The more that I think about this movie, the lower the score gets. I mean, I can understand going to see this movie solely for the action and pretty explosions. But honestly, you could see better action and better explosions in a Fast and Furious movie. I can guarantee that. And the action scenes in this movie, they get so repetitive to the point where they're no longer fun. They're just dull and boring. The characters are weak as shit. The plot is weak as shit, and when you take out all those elements, what do you have left? Not much. So overall, I'm gonna give this film a 1 out of 5 stars. It is an unnecessary waste of time. Honestly, guys, just skip it. If you want to see a movie kinda like Getaway, just watch Phone Booth. It's pretty much the same thing minus the cars. But anyway, what did you guys think of this film? Did you like it a lot? Or did you feel like the action scenes were dull and repetitive and you didn't like the movie? And let me know, what is the dullest action movie you've ever seen? Comment below, let me know. Also, if you guys like my shirt, you can go check out my friends at boomslank.com. Link will be in the description. Also, go check out my Facebook page if you have not checked it out. Like it for more updates and information. And until then, guys, hit that subscribe button. If you're new to my channel, welcome to the Black Critic Guy. Like this video if you really enjoyed it. And I'm Tony Wilder II from the Black Critic Guy. Till then, peace, YouTube.